58 achievements, 42 skulls to collect, and numerous new ways to play. I'm here to catch you up to speed on what you need to know to get 100% completion for Campaign Evolved. We recently got the full list of achievements we can expect to see in the game, which, fun fact, the original Combat Evolved didn't have any because achievements didn't exist back then. The full list is on Halo Waypoint, but you've got ones you can expect like completing all the missions and the campaign on all 4 difficulties, grabbing all the collectibles, some basic stat ones including destroying 100 grunt backpacks, breaking off 25 hunter backplates, hijack 10 vehicles, dismember 100 flood parts, break off 50 vehicle parts, and killing 100 enemies with headshots. There's challenging achievements like Lasso, of course, completing the Silent Cartographer without shooting, using grenades, meleeing, dying, or restarting, basically just running for your life, getting to the Banshee before the Elite in Assault on the Control Room, completing the first floor of 343 Guilty Spark without taking a hit, completing the Warthog run in the mall without being ejected from your vehicle, completing any level on Heroic or higher without taking any health damage, not killing any brutes in the second prequel mission, and listening to the thirsty grunt talk about his eating habits. My favorite one out of all of these is called This Is My Ship Now, where you have to eliminate Keyes and trap the Marines in the observation pen, which, like, yes, I will gladly shoot Keyes again. This list also confirms there will be 13 terminals and 39 skulls to collect, 1 terminal and 3 skulls per each level. And there will be 3 skulls you automatically unlock when you collect your first skull. These 3 freebies are Adaptation, randomizes the enemy factions present in the mission, Armistice, enemy factions never fight one another, and Reload, randomly places the pre-placed weapons for the mission. These skulls are required to be equipped in the new mode, Campaign Remix. Basically, all it does is it randomly selects a bunch of skulls to use in a mission, creating unknown recipes for chaos when you drop in. As you've seen from several creators by now, this can amount to the Flood or even prequel Covenant faction enemies appearing in the Silent Cartographer and being able to use weapons like the Spiker or even the Needle Rifle. It all sounds absurd but fun. And it comes with its own challenges too, like completing a remixed mission and an entire remix campaign without dying. That could prove to be extremely difficult if you don't know what the other skulls do. The 39 collectible skulls are a mix of legacy and new additions. These being staples like Mythic, enemies have increased health, Cowbell, physics mass of objects is reduced, making them more easily displaced, Grunt Birthday Party, Grunt headshots produce legendary celebrations, Bandana, infinite ammo and grenades, Boom, explosion radius increased by 2 times, Fog, motion tracker is disabled, Iron, dying in co-op resets you to your last checkpoint, dying while solo restarts the level, Famine, weapons dropped by enemies contain half the ammo, Catch, enemies throw and drop more grenades, Blind, HUD and weapons do not appear on screen, Black Eye, your shields will only recharge when you melee enemies, Thunderstorm, upgrades the rank of most enemies, and I Would Have Been Your Daddy. It would have been your dialogue, increasing the odds of more rare voice lines appearing. There's also returning legacy skulls that we haven't seen in a while, like Grunt Funeral, grunts die in a blaze of plasma. Acrophobia, the core now issues rifles and wings, meaning you could fly. Tough Luck, enemies always go berserk, constantly dive out of the way, and never run away from a fight. Tilt, enhances both positive and negative damage multipliers. Pinata, punching enemies makes them drop inert grenades. Anger, enemies fire their weapons faster and more frequently. Malfunction, upon respawn a random element of your HUD no longer appears. That's just wrong, enemies have increased awareness of the player. Ghost, enemies no longer flinch when taking fire. Foreign, players cannot use weapons from another faction. Recession, every shot expends twice the normal amount of ammo. Eye Patch, all auto aim is disabled for all weapons. And they come back. Flood combat forms reanimated by infection forms are much more dangerous. Real quick, there's also going to be 2 visual modifiers you can activate. Spore Visibility, level visuals are blanketed in heavy floodified fog, and Night Vision. Night Vision is always on. As for the new skulls, there are some that give the game a more classic experience. These include Speed Limit, Take Your Time, Enjoy the Sights, Disable Sprint. Endurance Spec, UNSC vehicles cannot be damaged. Hipfire, all weapon zoom functionality is disabled. Magnified, 60 round magazines for the AR are now standard issue, thank you Lord. And Stowed Reload, weapons continue to reload while stowed, which was actually a glitch you could do in the original CE called backpack reloading. There's also more brand new skulls like Give and Take. Firing your weapon drains your shield, but dealing damage to enemies recharges it. Temperamental, allies will attack the player more quickly if the player kills a friendly. Floor is Lava, take continuous damage whenever touching the ground. Pop, shooting Flood in their weak point causes them to explode. Johnny Ammo Seed, when reloading you lose the ammo remaining in the discarded clip. Leadhead, headshots no longer provide extra damage or instant kills. Efficient, enemies killed while the player is at full health drop more ammo. And I think my favorite one so far, Perspective. Changes the player camera to third person, allowing you to play a Halo campaign for the first time completely in third person. I personally like when they added this feature to Infinite, specifically Firefight, because it's fun to look at your character and witness the game from a different angle. I don't know how different it is from Infinite though. I'll probably put a comparison here on screen so you could see for yourself. And since this is just a campaign, I don't see anything wrong with including it. It's just for fun. And you're gonna need these skulls to complete certain achievements besides Lasso, of course. Hot Streak has you complete a mission with the floor's lava skull without jumping or dying. Even Tempered requires you to beat Halo without upsetting anybody with the Temperamental Skull. And Frugal Fire requires you to beat a mission with the Famine, Recession, and Johnny Ammo Seed skulls without running out of ammo. I mean, all I'm saying is I don't know how people are gonna do Lasso in this game. I don't know how people did Lasso in the first place. But you know, I've played Halo several times before, never Lasso, but this seems easy enough that I'll try to get 100% achievements for Campaign Evolved. I am going to die. Now, it doesn't seem like any of these achievements require co-op, but I'm just saying that because I want to talk about it. 4-player co-op for the first time in Combat Evolved. That's awesome. And 2-player split screen at launch. I know the bar for that is low since Halo Infinite, but it's here at least, as it should be. I think it's very exciting. Hopefully it works as intended. I know a lot of people were doubting this would even make it to the final product, but Halo Studios has, I guess, exceeded expectations. Anyway, Campaign Remix is seemingly this game's answer to replayability due to how random it could be, and also since there's no multiplayer or firefight. It looks fun based off the footage and what other creators say, so I'm looking forward to give it a shot. But what are your thoughts on Campaign Remix, the new skulls, and all the achievements? Are you going to be attempting Lasso? I would love to know. Alright, I think I slacked off long enough now because there's more news out right now, which means more videos to make. So I will catch you all in the next one.